So good morning. Say good morning. Say hi.
Hi.
It's Sunday and I wanted to get this post in. So we're having a tasting before church, which is communion before communion. Anyhow, a really interesting wine we're sampling today. It's kind of been a trend. The past couple of posts have been Malbecs. I had no idea this was a Malbec when I opened it up. This was a gift from my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, Andrew and Anna. Visage, which I think means 100 faces or 100 profiles. And a couple of things about this wine. First of all, love the bottle. You feel like you're going to have a more interesting wine when you have a bottle that's really unique and heavy. This certainly would fall into that category. As it turns out, it's a Malbec, which I've been drinking a lot of, and Frankie's a big fan. So the two things that are unique about this wine, first of all, when you smell it. No, don't taste it, smell it. Smell it. Don't snot in it, just smell it. Tons of terroir. Barnyard, earth, wet, damp, forest floor, mushrooms. There's even some like volcanic soil. It's just tons of terroir. So I tasted this wine. I didn't know what grape it was, and I knew that it had to be some kind of a French grape. I knew it had to be from Europe because they don't make wine like this in the U.S., at least not typically. So love the fact that it has terroir. In spite of the fact that if you look at the color, you can tell it's a fruit bomb. It is juicy, but it's light. So that's the second thing that's really unique about this wine. I would call this a medium-bodied wine at best. But in spite of the fact that it's only medium-bodied, it's 12.5% alcohol, the finish goes on for well over 30 seconds, close to like 45 seconds, which again, to me, is reflective of a wine that has a ton of character. These grapes were actually hand-picked by a guy named Jean-Francois Miro. No idea who he is. And the third thing that's really interesting about this wine is a Malbec, but it comes from the Loire Valley in France, which is a river valley that flows from the ocean inland. And typically you get white wines out of it. Sancerre Pouilly Fume, made from the Sauvignon Blanc grape, is what you typically get out of the Loire Valley. Very, very unusual to get a red wine, certainly not a Malbec from the Loire Valley. And I've had one other one in my entire wine drinking career, and it was horrible. This is actually fantastic. Which brings me to the fourth interesting thing about this wine. It's been open since Friday night, so 2.5 days now. And if a wine is built well, structured well, you should be able to keep it open. Now you gotta obviously keep it corked. I like to refrigerate mine after I open it just because it keeps at a constant temperature. But it's still drinking fantastically well. There's still a ton of aromas and a ton of character. And again, that's a characteristic of a good wine. So anyhow, if you have a chance to try this is definitely a wine I would recommend. Super unique. Again, Visage. It's a 2007 vintage, 100% Malbec. And I want to thank you for checking out my blog. And again, I'm David Tinner. This is Francesca. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Advocating good stuff for your life.